Hello and welcome back to Madman Big Finish Review, a video series where I review one of the latest Big Finish releases. I am joined by Pixel.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, who else is here? It's just us inner demons.
You don't hear that? You don't hear the voice?
Wait. I think I can hear it. I know what it's saying.
It's an old man on top of a tower. On top of a mountain.
Amogus.
What is wrong with you?
I ask myself that every day.
Good question. Okay.
But anyway, we're not here for my therapy session. We're here to talk about Call Me Master.
Yes.
Yes, we are. Yes, Call Me Master.
I'm giving him a call right now. Hello, Master?
Amogus.
What do you keep doing?
But chaos aside, we're going to talk about some more chaos in this box set later on. But no, we are here to talk about Call Me Master Inner Demons, the first box set for the Call Me Master series, where Sacha Dhawan reprises his role as the Spy Master for 3 stories in this box set: Self-Help by Robert Valentine, The Clockwork Swan by Georgia Cook, and The Good Life by Una McCormack. So, as usual, we're going to spoil this. So if you haven't listened to the box set, again, as I always say, that's a you problem.
What are you doing? Why
What are you doing here?
Wait, go away.
Give Big Finish your money.
Do it.
Unquestioned. Just give them your money.
Give them money.
Yes.
Now.
So yeah, this was one of the ones, of course, was announced alongside the Fugitive Doctor box sets, which was like a big surprise. It's like, oh wow, we're getting like box sets from like Jodie's era, from the Chibnall era of Doctor Who in Big Finish. This is interesting. Okay, giving him a bit more. What was that? What was that?
Don't ask.
Why would you do that? You trying to make this chaotic? Because we're talking about a very chaotic master?
We're already serving chaos here right now.
Oh yes, we are. I pledge myself to Khorne, the blood god. I wouldn't want to pledge myself to Nurgle, the stinky god. Maybe Zeech, because I always love confusing people. Like maybe you two as well. Maybe you're a Zeech kind of guy. You're confusing the fuck out of me right now. Should we talk about the box set?
Let's go ahead. Talk about the box set.
Okay,
So
yes,
what I have
so
here actually is my notes.
all right, before we get into the notes, I'll give the introduction to the box set itself. So, Master of Disguise, Disarray and Disorder. The Master has always enjoyed creating chaos, but this incarnation revels in it more than most. A new Master is unleashed upon the universe, and he is taking his time and pleasure in finding out exactly who he is. Yes. So the implication being, well, I think it's pretty much this is set after like the regeneration. Because for those who don't know, if you've only watched just Doctor Who, the show, the TV show, you're probably wondering, okay, Missy was the previous one, but she was permanently killed. So how could she regenerate into the Spy Master? Well, luckily, Big Finish gave us an explanation. Whether it is, well, it kind of has to be canon, or because there's no other way this would have worked. Like, there are some people that like to say that the Spy Master is pre-Missy, but
that especially doesn't work in this story.
That especially doesn't work in this story as well. So the Spy Master is absolutely 100% after Missy, and Big Finish explored this with the character of the Lumiat, where Missy did this funny little Time Lord trick where she put all of her goodness to make a new body, to give herself a new regeneration set that was so pure and good. She went back in time to try to make Missy good earlier than intended. It didn't work. Missy ends up killing her, and the implication being that the next incarnation might not share her benevolent nature. So it's the implication highly implied that the next incarnation was the Spy Master. So that's where we are at with this incarnation of the Master. So given his own box set after his regeneration, trying to figure out who am I as the Master now? Because as Missy, I was kind of not being the Master anymore. I was trying just to be the Doctor's pal. His good old his old barmate, his old friend. But now, crisis of identity crisis, doesn't know who he is anymore, which is what this box set explores. So, as usual, Pixel, you will go first. Your thoughts on Call Me Master or Master, because this incarnation of the Master doesn't say Master; it's Master. Master. Yeah, I think there's only two incarnations that say Master that way, because everyone else says I'm the Master. But Sacha Dhawan's is Call Me Master, and with Eric Roberts, because it's an American accent, Master.
That's right.
So it's a very, very like drawn out, like huge emphasis on the A, ma, while everyone else is ma.
How do we want to go about this? Do we want to go episode by episode or talk about the whole box set as a whole?
It's entirely up to you. You're going to be leading it, so I'll go off from you. If you want to talk about it fully, we can. If you want to go episode by episode.
I think you have to go episode by episode just because they are so different in nature.
All right, go ahead. First
one, we have
self-help.
Which
is, I think,
Master goes
we
up
both need.
He finds an old man, and he does a similar trick to the one that shows up in the show. Do you remember that when the Doctor
pretends
the mountain?
Yeah.
And he does the same thing. Oh, that's the next mountain over. I'm kidding. It's great. It's so stupid, but you know what? It actually was. It was pretty entertaining. For this one. Then he goes ahead and kills him and takes his place. But he miscalculated. And he figures out, oh no, the group of pilgrims that I want to find me here so I can impersonate the Great Zenith, they aren't going to show up for another 277 years. It's actually a lot shorter than that, though, isn't it?
Yes.
It is. So he miscalculated his miscalculation. But it's a fun story because once they go ahead and get up, the Master is dealing with the voices that he has to make in his head because he's stuck on a mountain for so long. The winter drives him mad, and he has the Great Zenith still talking to him throughout it all. And there's also the Master narrating the story from, like he's telling it. It gets revealed later that that's actually just the secondary voice in his head. He can hear it too. And it has a fun set of characters. But his goal ends up being squandered because the planet actually used up all of the power source he was hoping to steal. It's fun. I like self-help quite a bit. There is the healing circle factor because the Great Zenith had writings that somebody had taken to basically become a televangelist with it. And this was their big venture to go ahead and get more business behind their business, which is selling. Yeah. But it's fun. And I'm so glad Christopher got his face eaten. So this is a pretty good story.
Yeah. Yeah. How the fuck am I going to follow that? Thanks. No, quite enjoyed Self-Help. I think it's a very interesting story, and I just I how would I say this? It's definitely one where there's like a lot of like you could just pick a random moment from the story, and it's just gonna be like very entertaining. You know, the one like throughout the entire story, he keeps pressing that woman about like, how'd you kill your husband?
How'd you kill it? How'd you kill
How'd you
it?
do it? And she's like, oh, how dare you say that? It's like, I don't think you're here to help us at all. And then at the end, when it turns out she did kill her husband, and
Just
they're just
breaks
both
after the third time asking, "Oh no, you killed your husband." She's like, "How dare you, you horrible!"
yeah,
Because
she did.
she did it.
And they both start just cracking up about it.
It's also heavily implied that it's somewhat implied that she burned down the school. The young one who reminds me of what's her name, Flip.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, Self-Help, very entertaining. I favorite story of the box set though. I don't know. Well, as I think as soon once we get to talking about the other two, I might come to a decision at the end.
Let's talk about the next one then. Clockwork Swan.
Yes, by Georgia Cook.
This is great.
There's a murder in a theme park.
Yes.
Oh no.
It's a theme park, and they go ahead and they have a stage show, and the name of the play is Clockwork Swan, and
it's a who done it.
Who done it? Oh, Doctor Who done it? Oh. And you have
please slap this man.
You have the master doing the worst, like
just
the impersonation.
It's like whenever I do an accent on the show,
so bad, but that's why it's so good.
That's why it's so good, because it's purposely bad.
When he says, "Oh, the little gray cells," it's like, yes.
So
love it.
It's like it's your stereotype. It honestly it reminded me of Steve Martin from the Pink Panther films. Remember when he's doing that like really bad French accent? The burger.
Also, the big twist at the end is what pretty much they were already dead, and most of them were replaced with AI at that point.
Yeah, it was like a holograph thing.
That's why
I'm blanking on the details on it, but the whole thing is the whole reveal at the end is like, oh, they were all dead anyway.
But the thing is, the master needs actually the planet that one of the lead actor he was writing plays, and nobody's respecting my plays, or not the lead actor, it was the butler.
Is one of the cast members,
yes.
The crew members,
and they didn't. They always declined it, but the master needed the location that the play was based off of. Needs the coordinates of the planets, and then while he was getting that, though, he already killed somebody, so they put the theater into lockdown, and now he was stuck there. Now he's trying to work his way out. The only way to do that is to go ahead and kill. Then she adds him to the guest list, and it's like, yeah, fight him, because the master's still a very bad guy.
Yeah. Now I'm wondering the name that he takes, Le Maître, or like I've definitely butchered that. I wonder if that's like master, like the master in like French or something.
I don't. You know what? I can try looking it up right
now. Meaning. Yeah, it's the master.
That's literally.
It's literally
the master. Detective the Master
is a French surname meaning the master, derived from the Latin word magister.
That's great.
I loved when like especially classic like Who master would just have a name, and then it's just like it's either like an act. It's just the word the master in like a different language, or is literally just the word like master but like switched around. Like that was a
What
plant.
actually an anagram is, Russell.
Yeah, like an anagram. Yeah, like
Now we have to talk about though. Oh well, no, go ahead if you have more to say.
Oh, my thoughts on the Clockwork Swan. Yes.
Great.
Yeah, Andrew, I actually really enjoyed this one as well. Yeah, just the master having a terrible French accent almost the entire time, just really hamming it up. Classic whodunit kind of story in a whodunit play. So very fitting. No, I really enjoyed this one as well. I think this episode was this story was also a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And now we need to talk about The Good Life. Which
is life good though?
No.
No.
You have Elta, I think her name is. Elta.
Yes. Elta.
You won't even know. Yeah, on an island, and there's a stranger there, and she's looking for somebody to be her teacher. Be my teacher. Will you be my teacher? Please be my teacher. She finds the master, and the master's putting on this kind facade at first, and so, okay, you'll be my teacher. We'll learn together. It goes bad quickly, very quickly.
It's bad from the get-go. We just didn't know it.
But I'm not a big fan of this episode, actually. I really, I don't know. I feel like there's a disconnect. Once it starts taking that turn, it's like, okay.
I think for me, I feel like it's in that setting for too long.
Yes.
I don't know. I can't put it in like any better words, but I feel like the whole setup, I think, goes on for too long.
Yeah.
But I feel like it has to do that because you have to. It is setting up like what the master is doing. But what we realize at the end, what the master is doing, all this terrible stuff that is happening. So we have to set up all that, like the whole thing about the balance. The balance needs to be kept, but the balance is not getting kept because the shore folk have all these like refugees come in because their lands were ravaged by, I think it was like a natural event or something. Because the balance is not being kept, and they're like, "Oh no, we don't want you here, even though we have all this stuff here. We have all these abandoned houses that you're going to use, but we don't want you to use them, even though we're not using them. But we don't want you to use them. We don't want you here on our island." So balance is getting chaotic. There's no teachers anymore to help guide people, so that's making everything worse.
There hasn't been a teacher in living memory.
Living memory. Yeah, and you have this mysterious guy here who whose personality changes on a whim. Is I'm just this very like timid guy, and it's like, what the fuck is that? Ah!
Why?
That tree was rotten. Ah! Get rid of it. Elta, I'm sorry. Please let me in. Elta, forgive me. But no, yeah, I think that's the weird thing where it's like the setup is, I think, too long, but it's necessary for the whole like what the master's plan is, because it's giving you all the details for it to be, then at the end it's the master is just purposely ruining the balance.
I appreciate
slow burn.
No.
This is kind of a slow burn story.
It's slow burn. I appreciate how all these stories are pretty much loosely connected, like, because like in the interviews they said that this is the planet that the master was looking for in the last story. So because he got the coordinates, so he manages to make it there. Doesn't really connect to the first one all that much. I mean, he was looking for a power source, so he didn't get it there. tried to look for a next one and got it here. But I think this might be the weakest of the stories for me. This last one, I definitely enjoy the other two more. It's a lot more fun. One comment that I read was about the first story when they have that first sit-in session that the master shares. I thought I knew myself, but then I stabbed myself in the back, and then he like sobs in front of people. It's like, the master wouldn't do that. I don't remember this master being this pathetic. I felt it was very in character for this incarnation of the master. Like, I mean, he is the one that goes ahead and names himself O, so that the doctor will say "oh" whenever she realizes he's the master. It's childish. It's silly. It's everything he does is an explosive reaction. Um, these stories overall, they're fine. They're really good. Just to go ahead and give us more of him, but I don't know. I feel like, because when we had this one and the Fugitive Doctor announced, one has more plot to give us, and this one, this one, I think realizes it doesn't. So it's just
more to just explore this.
just to explore, and you know what? It does that fine. So they accomplished their mission. We have more coming. Hopefully, they can find something a little more to sink his teeth into.
I guess so. Even if it's just this incarnation of the Master just
existing,
just being a bit chaotic, just being like, I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move, and then just ruin everyone's life.
I loved how he kept talking about his crispy self, though.
Oh yes,
I was a corpse for a little while.
I was a corpse for a little while. But no, yeah, The Good Life. Yeah, like I said, I think the setup is too long, but it's kind of necessary. It's a slow burn of a story. But I thought it was all right. I think, yeah, I would agree. It's somewhat the weakest story of this box set, but it's not the worst. I still think it's an all right story. It's a fine story.
Yeah.
But what I will say though is that I am loving Sasha as the Master. He is having a good time. He's just a cackling maniac. And I love, you can really tell that he just loves doing this performance because he just gets to be crazy. Just every time the Master just is a cackling maniac in this story, I'm like, I don't know, I love this guy. He could definitely do no wrong.
Now I need a story with this master going into a coma, and then they have cameos of other masters basically beating him inside his own head. Why are you doing that? No, I'm good enough. I'm never good enough.
You just want Masterful 2?
I do. Give me Masterful 2 with Sasha Dewan.
That would be funny. Just him being a cackling maniac, and then just some of them just being like,
"What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with this guy? He's kind of crazy. The fuck."
Then you have oh crap, what's his name? No, then you have the Saxon Master just staring. I was kind of like that for a little while. I got better.
Yeah. But no. Overall, thoughts overall on this box set, you would say?
Fun. Certainly.
It's fun.
a lot of fun. And you know what? You can tell that he's having fun making it. And I think that's the key, the key reason to come.
To what?
How dare you shut up? To listen, okay? Okay? To listen.
Fucking goon squad over here.
It's a lot of fun.
Insert Don Cheadle. The goon squad.
If your idea of fun is listening to a maniac for 3 hours, then
Honestly,
boy,
yeah.
I have a box set for you.
Especially that I feel like the second story is probably. I haven't listened to the interviews, but I feel like the second story would have been the most fun that Sasha had. Just doing a really being his master, cackling maniac, doing a terrible French accent.
That's right. I needed an assistant. Ah, well, I would have called it that, but yes. Exactly. Exactement.
I am French.
I think I have to rank the box set though overall. Go ahead and give the box set an overall number, which I'm going to sit comfortably at 8. Had a lot of fun, especially with those first 2 stories. Kind of lost me on that last one there. But I it's still fine. So I'm going to go ahead and 8 for the overall.
8 overall. I would have to agree. 8 out of 10 overall. This box set is just a lot of fun. It really is, and it's mainly because of Sasha. Sasha, like I said before, you can tell that he's absolutely enjoying this, like giving this performance. So yeah, it's weird. I had a better time enjoying this than I did The Fugitive Doctor.
Well, again, it's hard.
They're very different kind of stories.
Yeah, because Fugitive, we are looking for answers. Sasha, we don't really need answers for.
We're just exploring his character more.
Just giving him more time. Yeah.
When he's not busy, being Rasputin, you know.
There lived a certain man on Russia long ago. He was big and strong and he has a heavy glove. Oh, okay. No?
No, don't you dare.
You have our thoughts though for this episode. You do. We did it. We've given you our thoughts. Now we need to hear yours in the comments down below. Why aren't you leaving them? Leave them now.
I'm not associated with this guy. I'm just here for a non-existent paycheck. Please.
I am Pixel and you will obey me. Help. Say goodbye.
Well, yep, that is it for this review. Thank you everyone for watching. As Pixel said, if you have thoughts on Call Me Master Inner Demons, leave them in the comments below. We ask you to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It does something.
And it helps the channel.
I guess.
YouTube God told me.
Yeah, they say a lot of things. I feel like if we were doing terrible AI slop, we would have millions of subs.
Let me pull up
the big problem is
now.
The big problem is we have integrity.
Damn it. Why do we have to have that?
We could have had money by now, but damn, our integrity got in the way.
Why do we have to be somewhat decent people? See,
I know.
The master
would sell our souls to
slop. The master wouldn't approve of this.
No.
He'd be
like, oh,
use Gronk.
Use Gronk.
Dali too.
No, I thought it was Grok.
I don't know. I still call it Twitter.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Anyway.
See everyone, and remember to call me Ozchris.
Call me.
And to call him Pixel. There is no professor. He is just Pixel. Don't believe his lies.